All right, I am here. I am indeed here. I am so sorry for taking so long to actually get going tonight. I got the stream started, and then there was a couple of things last minute that I had to take care of, so I did that. Again, we are going cameraless tonight. I know I'm doing that more and more often. It's just as days get a little crazier, I just I don't bother setting up the camera. And another thing is, I feel like the Triangle game does better without the camera anyway. I don't know. But anyway, we're just going to relax, and we're going to enjoy some Triangle tonight. I got to actually get my Switch going over here. But happy Monday. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Let's see here. I got to get my game screen up so I can actually see what I'm doing here. And yeah, let's get going. You can see I've been playing some sports, some Switch sports, or Wii Sports, or bowling, or whatever you want to call it. Been playing a lot of that, but it's so good. It is seriously so good. There we go. Now I can hear myself. I couldn't. My microphone wasn't coming in through my headphones there for a minute. I forgot I had to flip a switch. Destroy It. Not active yet, as I'm at my grandmother's, but I am here after the first butterfly shift of the... Hey! Congrats for the opening of the butterfly house. Once school gets out for Charlie and things start to calm down, we can come up for a visit. But anyway, is Triangle Strategy in? Is Triangle in? What's in? Arceus is in. Okay, hold on. Let me get the game in, and then we'll get going. Okay. You're guaranteed to be in Butterfly House if it's on a Monday. Okay, what about weekends, like Saturdays? Because it would probably be a Saturday that we might end up going. Not guaranteed, but it's most likely that it would be Saturday. It has been 2 weeks since we were able to play this. But I've been playing a lot of tactics lately. Million Adventures. Okay. Okay, that's a good point, Destroyer. Okay, we're right here, level 6. So yeah, since Rogues started playing Tactics, both Leah and I have popped back into Tactics. And it's such a good game. Okay. So I do not remember what was going on. It's been a few weeks. Do we have any side stories? I know we're at war now. Because the salt mines... No, they weren't salt mines. They were iron mines. Iron ore. So the iron ore mines were invaded by... What's the name of that kingdom? But yeah. Cyrano uses hidden tunnels beneath the castle to sneak in and save the royal... Oh, we gotta save the royal fit. That's right. Okay, I remember now. Okay, before we do that, I should see... Let's go to the encampment. And let's see if there's anything in the encampment that we can or should do. Oh, I love this music. Okay. We did all these fights. I think we have done everything we can. Yeah, we're low on funds. We've done all we can. Get out of here. Okay, let's go in. Let's do this. Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky. Oh! S-Frost. S-Frost. S-Frost, that's what it's called. Okay. I kind of feel sorry for the S-Frosty soldiers. And you down.
Secret tunnels beneath the castle. Who'd have thought?
Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel!
None but the royal family knew of this secret.
Let's
They were
roll.
built as a last resort, should the worst come to pass. Doesn't appear anyone else has been down here before us. Father must still be within the castle.
Along with a host of enemy soldiers, they appear to have breached the gates.
It truly is S-Frost. But I do not understand why.
We will seek understanding later. For now, we must protect His Majesty and the royal family.
It's because they're greedy.
Aye. We'll smuggle them to safety one way or another.
We must take care. The castle has fallen into our enemy's hands.
I mustn't charge carelessly into the enemy's blade. Time to find out what happened here. Okay. So we gotta be careful. Their like is not to be in the throne room. Invasions seek to remove the head of state. Okay, true. Move quickly, the king needs us. The mining venture brought peace to the realm, and my betrothal to Frederica ties our nations together. Why would S-Frost commit such senseless violence? It's true. Ooh. The enemy is already deep within the castle. They've made it look so simple. We must hasten to my father's side. Oh, we got a choice. We know not what the enemy wants. Let us remain adaptable to whatever awaits us. As lord of a high house, I swear to you I shall protect the king come what may. Or, pray hold, you are of royal blood, which may make you a target as well. Ah, the choices! Not what the enemy wants. Let us remain adaptable to whatever awaits us. I'm gonna say this one. I hope I'm not making a mistake. You speak truth. We barely know what drove them to this madness. Lord Dragon lay slain at the mines for reasons unknown. Yet we may play into the enemy's hands were this chaos to sway us. Thank you, dear friend. You restored some calm to my addled... Okay, good. I think we made the right choice. I do think we made the right choice there. Okay, so we can't go beyond there. Oh. Whee! Oh, what was that? Ooh, nice. Yes. Poison pellets, too. We're finding a lot of things in the fountain. I'm just, like, running all around the fountain, mashing A. So I am noticing that the stream does look a little slightly unstable. What do you have to say? The only bodies here belong to the royal guard. The nobles themselves must have failed. Fled. It makes me sick, thinking such cowards served our king. Let us consider their duties to the crown fulfilled and leave it at that. Yeah, I don't want the first one. You'll get no complaint from me. The safety of the commoners below is more important anyhow. I just hope one of them has the courage to remain in the Crown City. It's their duty to lead the people in a crisis like this. They have their duties as we have ours. We must focus on protecting the kingdom and trust they will come through. Okay, that's good. We're trying to trust in our soldiers. That's good. Do any of the King's Guard yet remain? If they've all been slain, I fear all is lost. House Wolffoot, defenders of the crown. You've come in our hour of need. I thank you for your loyalty. It is my duty as a lord of a high house. Come, brother, let us defend our kingdom. Stay strong, good man. Rest in peace. You have more than earned it. Okay. I was about to say, he just keeled over dead, and you're like, stay strong! What else can we find around here? Let's see. Oh, what was that? Added a commemoration ceremony program to notes. Oh. No, do not end exploration. No, not encampment. I did not mean to do that. Okay, no, I meant to do War Chronicle. Notes. We've got a lot of new stuff. Secret Tactics Scroll of Earth. Archers and Arcanists attack from afar. Their objective is to wear down the enemy from a distance before infantry moves in to strike. The strategy is best at mitigating casualties. Unfortunately, Arcanists tend to move slowly and have difficulty casting spells in succession. This has led many a commander to instruct infantry to move in first and weaken the enemy so that archers and arcanists may then deal the felling blow. This tactic, however, incurs great damage to the front lines. It is advised that commanders allow archers and arcanists to prepare before sending out the vanguard. Advancing is not the same as attacking. Patience can be the key to victory. One must also be aware of the fact that the stream is still struggling. One must also be aware of the position of their archers. Arrows are easy to avoid if shot from the front. Loosing them from a higher elevation increases their range and impact. The opposite is true of lower elevations. An archer's position greatly affects the power of one's forces. A diagonal shot is more likely to strike true. He who has the high ground has the advantage. I'm going to switch something around with my internet. Just give me a moment. I'll be right back. There we go. That should give us a stronger connection. Okay. Scroll of Man. I didn't finish Scroll of Earth. Furthermore, magic spells are each tied to an element, and their power varies by opponent. Choose which spell to cast carefully. Magic stones, each imbued with an element, have the same effect as spells. With these in hand, any soldier can play the role of an arcanist. Use them well to reduce the burden on your spellcasters and diversify your tactics. Very good, very good. Sorry, just checking one more little thing really quickly. Okay. Scroll of Man. Shield bearers and healers are key elements to a solid defense, but are unexpectedly difficult to use. Many commanders have failed to leverage them wisely on the field of battle. Shield bearers excel in defense and are generally placed near the main force or its leaders to prevent sieges and flank attacks. Many of these units can push back enemies with their shields, which is particularly useful when facing stronger foes. Shield bearers are an essential unit to have when up against a rivaling general. Relentless attacks have costed me victory, but solid defenses never have. Only a fool attacks first and protects themselves later. A good defense must come before a good offense. Healers are units that can cure their injured allies. Most commanders therefore wish to keep them at the rear of the main force, but enemy attacks can usually reach anywhere healing magic can. In general, healers should be made to wall at the rear and advance only when necessary. Once the job is done, they should make a quick retreat. Though this sounds cumbersome, healers are responsible for keeping their fellow soldiers alive and are especially vulnerable to enemy attacks. Commanders must therefore pay close attention to their movements, for if they fall, the entire army is likely to follow suit. Hastiness avails no one on the battlefield. In victory, caution is king. All right, and we've got two new things on the Salt Iron War. Salt Iron War Part 1. The Salt Iron War, one of the fiercest wars raged in the realm of Norzelia, can be roughly divided into 3 periods. Before its onset, the Grand Duchy of Esfrost secretly contacted the Kingdom of Glenbrook and asked for an alliance to break Hyzant's monopoly over salt. Glenbrook agreed. In exchange for their logistical support and permission to march through the kingdom, Glenbrook asked Esfrost for joint governance of the source. On the day the war began, the duchy's troops proceeded through Glenbrook and declared war upon Hyzant as they rushed the Holy State's capital. Hyzant barely had time to close its gates, and the goddess's shield protected them from the onslaught. But their forces were unprepared, leaving them no choice but to take the defensive against Esfrost's iron might. In hopes of turning their position around, the Hierophant sought the aid of a clan that made their home in the northeastern reaches of modern-day Glenbrook. They called themselves House Wolford. Okay. Interesting. Simon, lord of their house, heard the Hierophant's plea and made way for the Holy State with a small but elite force of warriors. Their bold attack broke through the duchy's encirclement and forced them to retreat to the border. This effectively destroyed Esfrost's hope for an early resolution. The exploits of Seaman Wolfort changed history. From that point forward, the Wolforts, which had been no more than a small clan in the area, became key in altering the course of the war. That is fascinating. Let's move on to part 2 now. The fighting came to a standstill, with Esfrost and Glenbrook on one side, and Hyzant and Wolfort on the other. The war affected not only those on the battlefield, but across all Norzalia. Before long, the salt reserves in the duchy had amassed an anticipation of the... Wait. Before long, the salt reserves that the duchy had amassed in anticipation of the war began to dwindle, and they realized they would not last much longer. In Hyzant, the Hierophant succumbed to illness. The Saintly Seven quarreled over who would succeed the Holy One, and the city descended into chaos. It is rumored that during the turmoil, the Roselle revolted and fled the source. Nothing was made official, but the rumor was likely true, given the subsequent state of the city and the army's struggles. Despite that growing fatigue on both parties, all nations involved were reluctant to retreat out of fear of public backlash. And so, the war I am dead. I think I'm back. Internet's just not wanting to cooperate today, huh? That is a shame. I hope we can continue streaming, guys. I really do. So I'm going to check my internet connection really quickly. Yeah, we are definitely connected.